Who, Jordan?
Both of us.
Jordan?
Yes.
Jordash. Oh my God.
What?
Are we recording yet?
Ooh.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No,
can?
I mean, I
Yeah,
can't,
I can hear you.
but I don't have the earplugs on my ears.
Gotcha. Such a dumbass.
I feel like I hear you, but at the same time, I feel like I don't. Dude,
Dude, what?
my mom tagged me.
Dude, where's my car?
Post Malone's going to Dairyland.
I don't really care about that.
Bro, that's Post Maloney.
I do not care about that.
What do you mean,
at
bro?
all.
My man,
Hello,
my man
guys.
be killing it. I want to see him stage dive.
Into concrete, yeah.
Yeah, it's the point.
Yeah,
Or I want to
okay.
see someone throw something. I like Post Maloney though. In all honesty,
He's not horrible.
He's a good artist.
Yeah.
He's a shitty rapper.
But he's a horrible rapper.
He's bad, but I like his music, so I can't say anything about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Not my favorite, but we'll go with it, yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, man.
Forget I asked.
Do you want the Poses Malone thing to be in?
I don't care.
Poses Malone?
His name was actually Jose Malone.
What the hell?
Okay, then.
All right, Poses.
I think I know what I'm going to do.
All right, we're good?
He
Yeah.
thinks he knows.
Greetings, everyone. We're back at it for another Rhinos and Aliens Impressions.
I don't believe that.
Today we're going to discuss Black Panther. I know we're a little late, but as you guys should know, sold out everywhere, setting records, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about that and diving deep. But today we're going to talk about our impressions for from Rhinos and Aliens. The goods, the bads, blah,
The
blah,
ugly,
blah.
the
Yeah.
evil, the in-between.
So, like always,
Like always.
well, not anymore, but your co-host,
Like sometimes.
Francis Manjala. To my left, we have the reliable,
You got your bro host, the one and only, Damon Haynes.
Damon.
and to my right, we have...
It's Damon Haynes.
Okay, I've gotten quite lighter. Wow.
Jordan the snack daddy's always here for you.
How you been, bro?
Tired.
Okay.
this guy-
Nothing's new, right?
Kills it with
Nothing's
work.
ever new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Black Panther.
Oh.
Okay, so
Segue.
so we're going to do a quick summary, and then we're going to get into the juicy details. When we get into that, we're going to say when it's spoilers. But, Damon,
So for now, we'll try to keep it spoiler free for everybody. All right.
yes, what are your thoughts and impressions?
Thoughts and impressions.
Thoughts
I
and
love this
impressions.
movie. I really did love
It's
it.
love now?
I did love this movie.
Okay, okay.
The more that I've thought about it and had time to, soak up its goodness.
That's not
It sounds
nasty.
kind of weird. Anyhow, guys, I really did. I love this movie.
Loves it.
I would put it up there towards the top.
Towards the
of
top.
the Marvel movies.
Marvel or MCU?
What's the
MCU.
difference?
The MCU.
Marvel includes
Marvel
Spider-Man
includes all
and
of them.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, for the MCU, I would put it towards the top. I don't think it's the best,
So top 3?
but yeah, I think it's definitely top 3 for me.
Number 1, the
Mine
thing you
is-
like the most about it.
Thing I like the most about it. The characters were amazing.
That's what I was going to say.
The
bro.
actors did an amazing job.
That's for
cast?
real
The
what I was
cast,
gonna say,
yeah,
man.
the cast was absolutely amazing.
Okay, so that's your thoughts. Jordan's thoughts?
Good movie. Solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you saying just solid?
No, it's strong. It's a strong movie. I liked it. Synonyms, baby.
All right.
Okay, what's your number 1? What stood out to you the most that you really enjoyed?
I was gonna say characters, but Damon took that from me.
Who's your favorite character then, if you want to stick with the characters?
I like the main character. What's his name?
Chadwick.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
That man. Yeah,
Guy
I
who
like him.
plays
He's
Black Panther.
he's a really good character. But I also like Michael B. Jordan in the movie.
Yes.
And
We're going to get into that
we'll
later.
get into that, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, like let's see, out of all the
MCU?
MCU, it's up. I wouldn't say top 3, maybe top 5.
I agree with you.
Top 5. But I do want to say it's the best one I've seen out of the last couple for me.
You thought it was better than Thor?
Yes.
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 You think it was better? I'm not saying you guys enjoyed it more. I'm just saying you thought it was a better film.
I did, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But That's only
That's not to
because
say that Thor was bad.
no,
'cause
that
Thor
to
was
me
good,
it's
too.
because they gave Thor the wrong name. The movie they gave it the wrong name.
Should've been called
Ragnarok, yeah,
Ragnarok,
it makes it seem way more intense for what they did. So it just kind of throws it off for me. But like I feel like the mood in this movie was perfect. I felt like.
I was surprised by how serious it got at certain moments.
Yeah, exactly. Really good. Out of 8, because I want to be weird, I'm gonna give it a 7.2. It's pretty good.
Whoa, what?
So that would round to like close to 9 out of the 10 scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That was weird. Yourself, bro?
Hit me with it.
It really kills me to say this.
Hit me with it.
I'm the complete opposite as you. The more I think about it,
The less you like it.
yes.
Okay.
What parts didn't you like? Or what part?
No, not the less I liked it, the worse a film I believe it is.
It is.
Yeah.
What does that? What do you think was?
So my opinion is I love Michael B. Jordan and I love
agree.
the director. But of his 3 movies so far, Fruitvale Station, Creed,
good.
and now
Very
Black
good.
Panther, I think this is easily his worst film in terms of start to finish.
Do you
Hold
think
on,
it's
hold on.
partially because
Was he not?
it's a superhero centered movie? I do think that has partly to do with it.
Did he play Johnny Storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the last Fantastic
No, I'm
Four.
saying the director.
Okay.
Yeah, not
now I see
Michael
what you're
B,
talking
no.
about.
Yes, the
Director.
director. Ryan Coogler.
Coogler. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
I'm saying for the director, this is easily his worst film. He only has 3 films.
Okay, what was it? Fruitvale.
Fruitvale Station.
Creed,
Creed.
and this. Quality wise. And I'll go into why I believe this. I'll defend my case. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from. Personally, though, to me, I didn't like Creed that much.
Really?
Yeah. To me, Rocky's about Rocky, bro.
But that's why they
made a main character in Rocky's world, and it was not for me. That's just me, though. That's just my opinion. That's why I didn't like it. But that's just like I said. It's not that it's not a good movie, because it is. That's just
Okay.
why I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can from a what's it called? Quality wise, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It would be his worst movie.
And of course, I'm going to go into the details, but how they did 2 characters
In which movie we're talking about? Black
in
Panther.
Black Panther
Okay,
made me.
Yes.
Because in my opinion, even though this is very different from your average MCU film, it follows the same plot points from a first film standard.
Okay.
Like the first Captain America, the first Iron Man, first Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It follows the same plot points.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
it's not until maybe halfway through that they actually change it and they make it more unique. At least in my opinion.
But take away the political stuff.
Okay.
I think that's the reason why it changed it so much. Had they not had all the political things in it and whatnot, I do think it would have been a typical MCU movie.
I completely agree with you as we're going to get into
We'll
this.
get into it, guys.
But-
Try not to spoil.
But what I'm trying to say is strip away the names, strip away the black culture, strip away the politics, right? Is this really that much different from an Iron Man, from an Ant-Man? You like I know they
I want to say from Iron Man, no. I can see a very strong resemblance. From Ant-Man, it is different to me.
No, but I'm saying they show the origin, they show where he comes about, they show how he gets the suit. Then they introduce the villain. Then they have the conflict points, and then you find out the villain is very similar to the hero. He's just the evil version of himself. Because think about Iron Man, you had whatever his name is, he was just a bigger, better Iron Man. For that film, you have Ant-Man, you just have whatever his name was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Wasn't it
His
Yellow
name,
Jacket or something
yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
it's like
Couldn't remember his name for the life of me.
it's like I love Michael B. Jordan, but when you really think about it, he really is just the evil version of Black Panther. And it's like that's not an interesting villain from that perspective. So from that perspective, it's really not that much different from other Marvel first outings.
Okay, I can give you that, yeah.
And of course, I'm always the negative one. I still thought this was a great film. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I'm just saying, the more I think about it, it's like, we're getting to this. So you guys want to get to the spoilers now?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay,
guys.
spoilers,
Spoiler
everyone.
Alert. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
All right.
Where you guys want to start?
Bro, I just got to give it up for my man, Michael B. Jordan. Killmonger was probably one of my favorite characters the entire movie.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan gave such a charismatic and powerful performance, man. Like, there were times in the movie where I'm sitting there like, oh man, like this is a good villain. Like, he played an amazing villain. I understood his motives. I understood the steps that he took to get to the point where he was at, and I understand why he did what he did. And I was like, okay.
Well, see, here's what I understood, right? I understand where he got to where he was at. But when he got to his position, as spoiler, as king, he eventually becomes for a brief period. I didn't see how he went from there to like, let's overthrow everything and everyone. But it's also because his dad died. I don't understand that.
Well, part of that was the revenge, was going back and taking over Wakanda, of course.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and then he went from that to just straight up like, which I can understand. What is it? Like revolutionizing the oppressed black people, I guess.
Correct.
Because I mean, that's pretty much what he. I mean, yeah. But it's just like he went. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like, I don't see where his strong viewpoint in that came from. I would like to see where it came from. That's why.
I think it was
like,
because
it's a very strong viewpoint
with the
him.
oppressed, as you said. He wanted to give the oppressed people the power via the Wakanda weapons and everything to be able to rise up, and then it would be a paradigm shift. So the weak and disenfranchised would be now the new superpower, and there you would have that
Yeah,
flip.
but I understand that, but I really wish they showed like moments where he was oppressed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I can see why he feels so strongly about it.
Correct.
I can obviously tell he felt strongly about it, but I just wanted to see more of why.
Yeah, because the only thing we got was, sorry to keep just cutting you off, bro. Because the only thing we got was just knowing that his father died, and then he was raised, and then he was raised as an orphan. So that's really the only bad part of his life that we saw.
Like you don't know nothing. I mean, you know he was in the army.
Okay, yeah,
and he killed a lot of people. That's all you know from like when his dad died to when he showed up in Wakanda.
Yeah.
And I would like
they
to. They
could have fleshed him out a little bit more.
If they gave me more backstory to, because I liked his character just like you did. But if they gave me more backstory to him, I probably would have loved his character.
Okay.
I think Jordan goes into the two biggest problems I had with the film. First off, they gave us two great villains. Andy Serkis's character,
he
who
was fun.
Personally was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For the little amount he was in, I thought he nailed his character. And then Killmonger, I feel like, to me, the worst part a film can do is introduce a great enemy or antagonist, and then you don't give us enough. And I know some people will say, "Oh, it makes you crave him," which is true, but I feel like the trailers and everything set up this film as it's going to be Black Panther versus Killmonger, and I never felt until the end we got enough of that. And I feel like if we got what Jordan was saying, where we got 5 to 10 minutes showing something
just more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was something personal besides that one scene where he takes the purple.
Yeah, the purple heart, I guess,
yes.
the heart flower, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I will admit that was weird because especially when building up to the movie, when they first introduced him at the museum and everything, it was a great scene. You got to see,
and then we don't
and
see
then
him
he
for
disappears. And then you don't see him for like another 30, 40 minutes, and you're like, well, isn't he supposed to be the main bad guy?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I will admit, they could have had more.
That's what I'm saying. I just wish they had
character
more
building there for that.
And then my second biggest thing with the film, the ending was too short because, as Jordan was saying, he got to the king row, and the entire time he's really calm. He's very
strategic.
Yes, thank you guys. And it's like, okay, he's just not brawn; he's also brains. Yet, for me, the ending made no sense. You only send 3 ships.
Yeah, to move the weapons. Yep.
3
It was
ships.
just the start, man.
Yeah.
It was just the start. I don't know. I'm just trying to defend them a little bit.
I know, but it was like I feel like they did not explain why he his motives changed so quickly, so
no,
rapidly.
that's the thing though too. Is like he went straight from like, which I understand. The king killed his father. He wanted revenge. Take the throne of Wakanda. Yes, but then as soon as he got the throne, he's like, he overthrow everything.
And he was power hungry.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. Like no one else could be king. He had to be the one and only final king.
No, I even understand that, but how he like the transition of he's so calm and like I would have never expected him killing Andy Serkis's character.
Yes.
I didn't see that coming. So I was like, yo, this man is smart. He has some brains.
He thinks things through.
Yeah, and then just that quickly he loses his calm, and it just feels like what they showed us. It was missing a scene that showed why.
Somewhere in the middle, there should have been some more.
Yes, and before we move on, I felt like the first third of the film was, compared to the ending, was too much. Like they had all this info for the beginning of the film, and then like the second half of the film
they kind of had to rush to finish it.
Yeah, and it's
I'll
like,
give you that. Yep.
For me, the second half of the film has some of the best parts with Killmonger, the fight scene, and it's like, okay, we're going to build up to this massive fight scene, and I felt like...
Yeah, I could have used like maybe another 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yo, the film's only 2 hours long when you don't count...
14, I think it was.
That's with credits.
With credits, yeah.
Yeah,
So it could have used another 20.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like 2 hours long, in all honesty.
No, it
though.
didn't
It felt like it
feel
went by pretty quickly.
Yeah. Which is good, but
Yeah.
I wanted more from that.
I loved everyone's character. I just really would have loved more info on Michael B. Jordan's character. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you even find out the backstory or none. You find out a good amount about the one dude, Forrest Whitaker's character.
James. Well,
Yeah, like, but you find out like stuff, like
spy,
yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't
even
expect that
think
either.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it made sense, and I was like, oh okay. But it's like I said, it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I would have liked just a tiny bit more from him. That's it. It was so good. Just a little bit more would have been amazing. But that's just me being, wanting more. That's it. Still a great movie. I can't say
still
anything.
great. Shouts out to, I can't remember her name, but she was the girl that that played in The Walking Dead.
Don't ask me.
Who are you talking about, the sister or the bodyguard?
Not the sister, the bodyguard.
Okay.
She
Hold
had
on.
an amazing performance as well.
Bald girl?
Yeah, the bald girl.
The warrior.
The warrior.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. That's what I'm
she
talking about.
stole the show every time she had a fight scene.
I agree.
Her fight
Well,
scenes.
remember
were
what they
amazing.
said? They said she was straight up the best fighter in Wakanda.
Yeah.
So-
And she was good, man. The action scenes they had with her.
She was really good.
She did. She stole the show. Anytime that she was on there. I mean, she even had really great fights. All of her fights were good. There isn't one fight I can sit there and think
With
about.
her.
With her, right.
The fight
with her.
scenes were amazing.
They were all amazing. But there's some other fight scenes which we'll get to with Black Panther where you were like,
You know what I want to know too, and maybe it's just me. You never actually see when T'Challa actually first gets his Black Panther powers. T'Challa, whatever his name.
oh,
was.
T'Challa.
Yeah, T'Challa. There you go.
Yeah,
You
at
never
the
see-
very
'cause-
beginning. Yeah.
No, but you don't see when he first gets them.
Yeah, because of Civil War, bro. He already
Yeah,
had
but
them.
because
Exactly.
because
That's
of
what I
Civil
would like
War.
to see
So,
when
yeah.
he first got them. Because they take it away for when he becomes king, so everyone has the right to challenge him.
Correct.
But I would have liked to see when he first got
When he
them.
first. Okay, yeah.
I guess the counter defense to that is that when he lost his powers, he had to re-get them, and they showed how he...
No, yeah. But
So-
I want to just like a little, I always just like to see a little bit, more.
Okay, I want to talk about two things. First, the females of the film I thought were amazing just because
I can. Yep.
in a perfect world, that's how you would want society to be, to where, yes, she's powerful, yes, she's smart, but they never comment about it. It's like, oh, yeah, she's supposed to be this badass. She's supposed to be this brainiac. So I like that. Black Panther's sister was awesome. She had some of the funniest dialogues of
What
the
are those?
That shit was funny, bruh. I was
sandal scene,
was
right?
cracking
Sandal
up.
scene, yeah.
He's like, what are these? And first, what are those? I was like, no. That shit was funny.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I would love to comment on. I love that there was comedy in the movie, but it was
okay.
not oversaturated.
Yeah.
It was natural.
It was
Yeah.
it was all natural comedy. It felt like it was just there. It wasn't forced. Like how I felt with, we did the impressions for Ragnarok.
Yeah.
There was way too much comedy.
it
Everything
just
was
was too much.
laugh this, laugh that. There was never a serious moment.
You know what
this
was
movie?
funny?
Go ahead.
Nah, keep going.
Okay, yeah, this movie was the exact opposite. It had mostly a serious undertone, but it did have those playful, joyful moments. It was nice. So I really did enjoy that because I was really scared going into the movie, thinking, "Oh man, they're gonna just have jokes here, jokes there, and it's never gonna be a serious moment." No, this movie,
I'm really
there was
glad
a lot
with what they
of
did
serious
with this
moments.
movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I would honestly,
It was a nice balance.
you know what's sad is I like Wonder Woman a lot, but that ending just fucked up the whole movie.
Yeah, that
Like
was the
with
worst
this
part of
movie,
it.
I was scared they were going to do the same thing because I liked it most of the way through. I thought they would ruin it, but they did.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
It was very.
Because if you honestly give Wonder Woman a different ending for me, it might be one of my favorite films.
Could you say this? The first 75% of Wonder Woman is easily better than the first 75% of this, but as a whole film,
But as a whole
Yes.
film,
This
yeah.
is
Yep. This is better.
Yes.
I can say that. Yep.
Yeah, the
I-
ending. Yeah, that's what killed Wonder Woman for me too.
So
the ending
bad,
for
man.
Wonder Woman was horrible.
okay, but we're not talking about Wonder Woman.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about Panther.
about-
Yeah.
Would you guys say? I'm going through the list. I would say this is the fourth, if not third, most serious film in the MCU. The only two films I could think of more serious is Iron Man and The Winter
The
Soldier.
Winter Soldier was very serious. Yeah.
Iron Man 1.
The original one.
Yeah.
The original. Yeah.
I can see that.
Because it had all that
And Winter
PTSD
Soldier.
stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It's definitely up there with one of the most serious. But it has a
The
nice
only other
balance.
film that comes close is Iron Man 3, but I still feel like
That's
that.
what I was thinking too. But yeah, it was kind of like that's when.
Yeah, 'cause isn't
that's
that the
when
one with the Mandarin?
That's when they started doing more
Yeah.
funny stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand that. Iron Man 1 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, started it all off 10 years or 20 years ago. No, 10 years.
What? Yeah, it's 10.
10
Yeah,
it's
no,
10
it's
years.
20, bro.
I almost said 20. I'm
Came
like,
out
dude,
in,
then I would have been 2 years old.
Yeah, it came
Anyhow.
out in '98.
Yeah.
Jordan, are you sure you're the tired one?
I mean, I know I'm tired, but
Back to back days. Okay, so
yeah,
since we're talking about the seriousness, I want to also say another pro for the film is the combination of how well they handled the politics without. Personally, I don't think they ever had a gender or a race.
No.
Like like how like a film like this could have easily pushed the gender and race.
Cards.
Agenda.
Yes.
Yeah, agenda. It's a good
Yes.
term. Well, yeah, because he never says we have to like what is he? Oh, not overthrow. What's the word I'm looking for, guys?
I'm blanking here.
Overturn. Yeah, I guess you could say. Like he never says, "Oh, we have to." You have to. Push back against the whites.
Yeah.
or the whatever. He never says that. He just says you have to push back, more or less.
And you also
And
notice.
I believe it was the oppressors.
Yeah.
Not necessarily any.
Yeah,
race
exactly. There's no
or
race, or gender,
anything
creed,
tied to
nothing.
it.
It's
It was
just straight
the
up
oppressors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also want to point out the only person who would ever use race is Michael B. Jordan's character, and he would always use it in terms of being oppressed, not because they're like it's a race thing, but because financially they're always in these poor, dangerous neighborhoods, cities, blah blah blah. So I like that. I thought that. Just because Disney's Disney, I was assuming they were going to push, like Star Wars, how they were pushing that female agenda down our throats.
Yes.
Yeah, like with the purple hair woman, blah blah blah. Okay, anyways, this film is just like we were talking about with the females of Wakanda. Nothing was ever said. A statement was never said. It was just like, yo, this is part of our
was
culture.
just, yeah.
This is part of society. This is how it should be. And it was like, yo,
I think that's probably one of the strongest parts about it.
Yeah.
Is that it has so much of the diversity, but it doesn't tell you, hey, look, we're great because we have powerful women in our movie. No,
Yeah.
it's just it's a part of the movie. It's just natural.
And think
It
about all the
goes with
scenes
it.
with the white CIA agent from the Hobbit films. They could easily use that as a white versus black thing, but no, they were using it as a Wakanda versus American thing.
Yeah. Well, not even against American, against the world. Because remember, they
Or
were an isolationist.
But she made that
society.
one joke about Americans.
Well, yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, and what's his name? The gorilla guy did make the one joke with
Good. I don't know.
You're talking about the guy,
the gorilla guy.
the tribes from
the
the
mountains.
Yeah, the tribe
Yeah.
from the mountain where he made the joke with
Yeah.
the CIA agent, like, "Oh, you have no right to speak here. You speak again, I'll feed you to my children." And he made a joke off it. He's like, "Ah, man, I'm just joking. With
We're
you."
vegetarians.
Oh, yeah, we're vegetarians. Like,
Yeah,
"Ah, that's a
yeah.
joke, bro." Like, no. But so they did a really good job not making it a racist movie. Not a racist movie, but a racially empowered movie.
Yeah.
It was just
It was a culture empowered
it was
movie.
a culture in power, not
Yeah.
about whites are bad, blacks are this that. No, it's just power to the people.
Since we're talking about that, I just want to say I love the score.
Oh, bro,
How-
the soundtrack, I'm still listening to.
No,
it.
but just the overall,
But yeah,
just not the
overall,
lyrical
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
The also like the scenes with Black Panther where they went the African tribe route,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you have Michael B. Jordan's character, they went the more modern hip hop route.
Hip hop route, yeah, that was nice. Yeah. They definitely did a good job, blending
The two. Yeah.
traditional and the modern.
I was listening to a podcast where they said that some beats were out of place. So when I see it a second time, I'll listen to that. But from what I could tell, I thought everything was timed well and all that stuff. So I like that. The visuals, not in terms of the CGI, but
Not the CGI.
the art.
noticed.
But the artwork, I like
Yes.
how they did when they were doing the showing the Wakanda village.
Yes.
And they had the vibrant colors, and you could see the change between like the older people were wearing more traditional things.
Yes, and the younger
and the
ones
youngers
were.
wearing more modern things.
Yes.
But it had a nice cultural aspect. It was really cool. It was really nice how they blended them. Seeing the lives of the one guy that was the one tribe leader who protected the farmland.
Yes, how they all had their own different.
they had
Yes.
their unique armors and
Which blended
attire,
with where they
which blended
settled.
with where they were. Yeah,
Yeah.
the same thing with like the mountain, the people who were living in the mountain.
They had
there.
like the white fur and stuff, white gray fur.
Yeah. So it was just very nice. They used really great color. It looked visually stunning. It was pretty. It was a very.
We already
pretty
talked
movie.
about the acting, right?
We
Or-
did. Yeah. Well, we mostly. Yeah. I mean, there's more people to talk about.
Oh, just who do you think was the couple breakout performances? Because for
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say for me it's Andy Serkis for the limited amount,
that was
Michael
fun.
B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so used to him playing the good guy.
Good guy, right? And it was nice to see him be the bad guy. And really, he was a dick at times. He really was.
I don't know why. I just feel like he would be able to play such a sophisticated Christopher Nolan villain. After seeing that, because I will say this film. Sorry,
okay
guys.
over there?
He's tired as
I'm
hell.
going down, bro.
I want to say that this was really, it had a James Bond-esque vibe with all the gadgets and stuff, and how it was all. Yeah. So
Those are cool.
I just want to see it now. I want to see him playing another villain. I never thought I would say that, but Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then I just want to point out, James saw the film and he loved the performances of Michael B. Jordan and the entire cast. Let's show some love to Chadwick
Boseman.
Boseman.
Yes,
Boseman.
because even though I think his performance is going under the radar because of his character.
And he was
But-
surrounded by so many other breakout people who were not necessarily more charismatic and everything,
But they just stand out
they
more
stand
because of
out
the
more,
characters.
right? Because of the characters, and it's not to say that Chadwick he plays an amazing Black Panther and everything, but there were just so many other people where you were just like, holy hell, they can do that! Like, wow.
I still want to see the one movie he's in.
Which
The
one?
lawyer movie. Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the movie about Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie, Netflix movie, Message from the King?
Yeah, with
He's in it, too.
Yeah, he's in it. I was gonna
yeah.
watch that.
It's
Yeah.
really good. Give it a
It
shot.
is? Okay.
He loves his biopics, man.
Dude, it's a really good movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see that then.
So yeah, I mean, he's again, he did an amazing performance. So yeah, shouts out to Chadwick.
Okay.
Shouts out to everybody.
Yeah, shouts out to everyone really, because literally, there's no person in the entire cast that I could sit there and go.
They gave it bad
They were
performance.
right. There was
Yeah.
no one that I could notice. I was like, oh, they were horrible.
I can second that.
Yeah, every person who had a good role in it, it was just amazing.
And I'm trying to think of all the MCU films. If I had to put my money on it, this easily had the best 1-2 punch for villains, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because
Killmonger and the small part that Andy did play,
Yeah.
were amazing. Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking about Loki, but he's only one person, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and then
He's
the
a
one
guy.
guy. Yeah, the guy from the one Iron Man, like the electric.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
But his motives.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
Iron Man
the
3 had good
Mandarin.
villains. That 1-2 punch of the fake Mandarin and then the actual Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna sum this up with
Do we
the
wanna
fight
hit
scenes.
Some of the cons.
Yeah. No, this is the fight scenes and the ending, right?
Uh-huh.
The fight scenes with real life people were amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing choreography. Absolutely.
Especially
With the
the
live people.
Yeah, especially the showdown between Killmonger and Black Panther. I thought that was the best part of the best action scene of the entire
When
film.
they were doing the ceremonial combat.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was good. Bro, and I
It
just
was dramatic.
I love it. Right. He was, this is your king? This is your king. I'm like, yo, bro. Yo.
Of course, if this was real life, he would kill him right there instead of throwing him off. But
right. That was plot armor right there. That was plot armor.
Well, you know what I love is the fact that my man does, he wins the ritual combat.
Yeah.
And then my man throws all the rituals out the fucking window, bruh. No, we can't do that. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
He just didn't care anymore.
So we can't burn the flower.
And then everyone was
We're
okay with it.
Right.
And they're just like,
But you have to admit, though, he was using fear to his advantage, though.
still,
Because they
bro.
knew if they opposed him, he had no problem killing them.
Bro.
I mean, look at what he did when the woman straight up told him, after he did get the purple flower and everything. And she's like,
Oh, yeah,
"We
he
can't-"
smacked her.
Right, yeah. No, he didn't smack her. He yoked her up. Remember, he grabbed her by the throat.
yeah.
And he's like, when I say burn it, you do what I say. And look, everybody was like,
that's why, bro. They were all
they were
fools,
fearful.
bruh.
They were fearful.
But
man.
doesn't that also go against the plot? How he's doing all these things and then they decide to betray him at the very end when it's convenient.
As I said,
Bro, something about that ending just felt rushed.
I agree. I do think it was a little. There could have been more to it. But I do understand why they flipped back and forth, because they were taken over by Overlord, essentially. Like, he killed their king. At least they thought they killed his king. Like, they thought that Black Panther was their strongest person, and he straight up killed him.
He whooped his ass.
Right, and he beat
Yeah.
the hell out of him. Like,
Yeah.
So of course I would be fearful if you took down my captain. I'd be like, well, if you beat my, or yeah, here's a better thing. If some guy walked into my dojo and took out
The master,
I'm a yellow belt. I'm not messing with you. No, like,
Wait, you
get
take
out of
the
here.
Pistol,
Like,
bro.
no.
You hit him with the old
No,
clap.
I'm not messing with you. So I do understand why they were like, okay, if we don't go with him, then he will just kill us. So
Okay, how do you feel about the final fight scene, guys?
final fight scene,
With-
the one with
Alright.
the CGI Black Panther versus
The CGI.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't, because you don't pay attention to those
I
things.
can't see him.
Yeah, you can't see him. No, you're blind.
You didn't even notice the stiff animations?
Nope.
It was not. It was probably
It's beautiful
one
when
of
you
the
don't have
low
to look at
points, in my opinion.
Okay, well,
just- go
since
ahead.
Jordan didn't see, he couldn't tell the difference. Why did you say it was okay?
It was like a fight scene.
And it was nothing special, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. There's nothing special about it.
Okay.
They were fighting.
Damon?
Again, yeah, there was nothing special about it, but a lot with the CGI was just very noticeable for me. How like Black Panther was twirling through the air and everything, and
Bro, that was my
it
biggest
looked
problem
awkward. It looked weird.
with... Bro, so many of his scenes looked off.
Yeah, it looked off.
I-
Like the scenes when he was just straight up, like for example, the opening scene when he was in the jungle, and he was beating up the caravan.
Where it was, for the most part, it was him.
Correct. For the most part, it was him. That looked good. But then when he was fighting off against
Like all the car scenes, the
and
final battle.
it looked just weird.
And it's shocking because this had a good budget, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's not to say that it was.
What was
bad.
the budget on this one?
200 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It made its money back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still, I didn't think the budget would be that much.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Especially that final fight scene. Like, I really wish.
How do you feel about the ending of that? Because, Bro, I'm getting so sick of villains, dope bosses, just getting killed in the most...
That's the point.
You know, I do wish that it would have been a more...
cinematic or dramatic?
Yeah, a more dramatic fight at the end. Because at the end, because they both had these practically, you know, invulnerable suits.
Yeah.
So they were literally just hitting each other just to hit each other. I mean...
And then, but bro, like, did you like how they used the train to do the suit, and then last second he gets stabbed?
I did like the thought where he was like, oh, if we use that mag thing, it'll deactivate the suit. I thought that was clever. Yes.
But did you like how they used it?
How they used it, no.
Okay, I agree.
I wish it would have just been a normal... I wish what would have happened is they both would have been stripped of their suits.
Yeah.
And then we got back into a straight up, like how they did with the ceremonial fight. Yeah. And they got into a straight up fight again.
That would have been excellent.
And the reason why, you know, Chad, because of course Black Panther would have had to have won. And the reason why he would have won is because he just outsmarted Killmonger. You know, Killmonger was so angry, or, you know, he took advantage of his hubris or something. And that would have been a great way to do it.
That would have been a good ending, though, because towards the end of the film, he was getting power hungry. So that would have been smart. But yeah, I agree with that. That's actually would have been nice. Okay, so that's our impressions. I just want to end like this, because I'm on the side. If I did not hear all the noise of the film, I would have came out of the film thinking it was better than expectations, if that makes sense. But because of the expectations, I'm sitting here yet again wondering, what are critics talking about? Because, like, the big thing is, this is game-changing and all this stuff.
I don't know about that.
Take away the race and the culture aspect, which I know is a big deal. From a pure quality perspective, was there anything different to you in this film compared to any of the MCU films? Like, did anything truly stand out? Was like, yo, that's memorable?
It wasn't until the back end of the movie, with once Killmonger ascended to power. That was the only part. At the beginning, for me, like the first, 45 minutes of the movie was a plain old MCU movie. It was nothing different. I was watching the beginning part of the movie, and I'm like, okay, typical Marvel movie. Okay. Like, there was nothing special about it until we got to the more character building with Killmonger, building up to that. Then it became a way better movie, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan?
He's asleep over there.
I wish I was asleep.
Do you have anything to say about that?
All right.
Okay, can we go off of your top 5? Like, why do you have it like
My top 5
MCU films?
What about him?
Like, because if you like look up the stuff, oh, this is easily number 1. Why?
It's not easily number 1.
But why is it only in your top 5? Because I agree with you. I think it's
good. It's really good. It's just not great. It's not amazing. It didn't like, wow. It's just like I said, it's a solid film, bro.
Which is nothing bad with that.
No,
Yeah.
I would probably put it like 4, number 4.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't even know what my number 1 is, in all honesty. So
It's just not that
Yeah,
one.
you know what's weird? I don't either. Because I know that I really loved Winter Soldier.
That's what I was thinking, too. That might be my number 1.
Probably be
That's
the
my number
closest
1.
to number
Yeah.
1 for me.
That's up there.
I would put that, Iron Man, and then Avengers.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Avengers
Iron Man,
1,
Avengers.
which was
yeah.
who was in Avengers 1? Main villain.
The main villain
Wasn't that
was
one the one
Loki,
against
and then
That's
that
right.
one
Yep,
dude.
Yep, that's right.
Where
I forgot
that's the one where they
that's the
opened up
first
the
Avengers.
whatchamacallit, right? Where they opened up
Yeah,
the
In New York City.
Tesla,
Tesseract
the thing.
joint to open up the hole. Dude, I can't fucking wait for Infinity War.
We're gonna have
That
to do a
looks
whole impressions on that because I have so much to say about that.
Good.
Which
Thanos,
Black Panther
bruh.
will be in Infinity War.
Oh my god.
Yo, there's no way that film doesn't have a huge opening with Black Panther
Bro.
destroying it now.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Guaranteed.
Sold out.
That
First
movie
at
is
least
sold
2
out
weeks.
first 2 weeks. No
I can
one's
say
getting a
that.
seat.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
you might-
No, because think about it.
Pre-order
All the majority of the people who saw Black Panther,
Are gonna go to see it again to see Black Panther.
Yeah, and
Plus
then-
everyone else who's been watching the MCU, bro.
because think about it. This
That
one,
might. I think that'll be the biggest movie opening.
Yeah.
Like ever.
I don't know about ever,
I'ma hit the ever.
I don't know
button.
about
I'm
ever.
hitting the fucking button on it.
but it'll definitely break records.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this: if Black Panther hit 200 million opening weekend, there is no way Avengers: Infinity War goes less than 250.
Exactly. There's no way. And if
Because
it does,
all those people,
something's wrong.
Yeah.
no, because think about it, bro. All the people who weren't on board are going to be on board now just because Black Panther.
Yeah, now they got a taste of the MCU.
Yeah, and Black Panther has been in a lot of the promotional stuff.
Yeah. Well. Infinity War is going to sell out, guys.
I love
Like,
my overpowered
that's-
characters, so I love Thanos.
I just can't wait to see how they.
Bro,
Beat
you see,
him
that's
or
why I was so
who dies.
disappointed
That's
with
what I wanna see.
Killmonger, bro.
I do wish he would have lived. Yeah, I do.
But
He
the-
could
I
still
really
be
loved
alive,
him.
man.
bro, but the same thing as we talked about The Last Jedi. He was so overpowered, and you kill him that way.
That's just what happened.
Disney. Why? Okay, but that was our Black Panther impressions. Let us know how everyone felt. Like always.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Get in contact with us. Right down below. We like those comments.
Yes.
Please. We like it. You can also get in contact with us via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Other places working. Soon to come. But we love it, guys. Keep up the
Damon, keep commenting and
communicating with us.
oh, okay. I guess when you do comment, when you do communicate with us, let us know your 3 or however you want to do it, your pros, your cons, and then let us know what did you like the most, what did you like the least. And for example, like James, he loved Michael B. Jordan, and then it was like, yo, if you don't like Michael B. Jordan's character in this, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. The only way you can say you don't is if you just straight up say, no, I don't like him because he's a villain.
Yeah.
But like his
Well, there's another reason,
performance-
but we're not gonna say that.
his performance was amazing. Like, I loved it.
Yo,
I truly loved it, bro.
dude, and
I felt the power there. Like, I felt
that dude.
it was an amazing performance.
Welcome to the club, bro. Okay, so thank you once again. We hope to see you next time for whatever the next impressions is. It'll
see.
probably be Tomb Raider, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't
wanna
wanna see
go
that, in all
I
honesty.
want to go see that. I'm going to see that.
What about Annihilation
I don't think I
I
saw
saw the trailer.
No,
for
I
that
did
today.
think I
with
did.
Natalie Portman?
No, I
saw
haven't
that
seen the
today.
trailer. I haven't seen the trailer.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get back
We'll
to
get
you.
back to you guys.
Whenever it hits, it hits. But guaranteed, Ready Player One, and also
Yeah.
I don't know,
Did you want to do Skyscraper?
bro. We're getting to
We'll
this.
get to it. All right.
We'll talk about it.
Yes. See you whenever the next time is. Have a great week,
Couple
great
months
month,
from now.
and LLPH, guys.
Well, ladies love penis something. What was it? LLPH? Ladies love huge penises.
No, it's out of space.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.